Ryan's first venture in politics, student representative on the Janesville School Board while attending Craig High. But a national office might have been on his mind even then. Here is News 3's Jennifer Hoff.
Emotional attachment.
At his Milwaukee, Wisconsin art studio,
This is the one that when I pulled this out, I knew I had something special.
Chip Giannakis is far from the Oxford, Ohio school where he studied finance.
It's been very fun. It's been painful at times.
The Miami University degree did him well for the decades he worked in the corporate world.
And then I very gently massage and get the materials off.
Then last year's discovery, buried deep in a farm field, propelled Giannakis into the private sector.
Nobody has industrial relics like this that never made it to the manufacturing process.
Creating circuit board art may be profitable, but it's not the career path Giannakis pictured.
If you had asked me what I would be doing 20 years ago, I wouldn't say making fine industrial art.
Ask his old fraternity brother, and Paul Ryan knew exactly what he wanted to do.
He said, and I can remember like it was yesterday, he will be president. Not I want to be president, I will be president.
The two met at MU in '88.
I haven't seen a lot of these pictures for a long time.
And pledged Delta Tau Delta together.
We were the very popular, well-known, athletic house.
4 years together, and a party at Paul's Aspen family home sticks out.
Put it this way, I'm glad Facebook wasn't around 20 years ago.
Otherwise, Giannakis says Paul spent most of his time studying for a political science degree.
Paul was reserved in a lot of ways, and when it came to social settings, well, I wouldn't call him a nerd. He kept to himself, and almost as if he knew that his actions then might control his future.
Despite being in a fraternity, an outdoorsman and fitness fanatic, Chip Giannakis says Paul Ryan was anything but popular. Rather, his commitment to the classroom at Miami University and his relationship with a particular professor helped shape his political philosophy and put him on his civic path.
We are good friends, and I certainly consider him a good friend.
Decades-long MU economics professor Dr. Richard Hart met Ryan his junior year.
He would come into my office during office hours, and we would talk about political philosophy, economic policy.
Particularly those of Nobel Prize winners F.A. Hayek and Milton Friedman, whose free market thinking is in line with Ryan's proposed budget plan, the path to prosperity.
We clearly need to reform the tax code. We need to slow the growth in government spending. We need to reform these entitlement programs to prevent us from having this debt crisis. And again, these are his program. His path to prosperity is a program that's designed to solve those problems.
Hart calls Paul a man of ideas, of wisdom.
I think a lot of these beliefs get formed through family and growing up. And maybe where I helped was when we had the discussions about economic policy.
Policies that would earn him positions as an aide, a staff economist, then a seat in the House of Representatives 6 years after graduation.
Here's Paul with the Delt pledge.
Now his name is on the national ticket, making old fodder among friends reality for Paul Ryan.
Really, the most important thing is that when he said he was going to be president, we didn't believe it, and he's going to get the last laugh.
For Campaign 2012, I'm Jennifer Hoff, News 3.
And our Campaign 2012 special is just getting started tonight.
Up next, a look at Janesville's slow rebirth after GM left town and how federal money is being pumped into projects to help it recover. We'll meet some of the thousands still out of work, hoping whoever gets elected in November can bring the jobs back.
The first week, I think we were numb and still kind of coming off of a cloud.
And later, News 3's Susan Simon sits down for a conversation with Tobin Ryan, Paul's older brother. What is the congressman like out of public view? We get an inside look at the close-knit family. Paul Ryan's rise, our News 3 Campaign 2012 special. We'll be right back.